Hello, I'm Anya. I'm exploring happiness. And during all my happiness explorations, I came across concepts and I stored them in a framework which I called Pillars of Happiness. It has 6 pillars. This video is part of the series about the third pillar, dreams and desire. I've already talked about the physical aspects behind or processes behind dreaming and desiring. And in this video, I'm going to talk about the benefits because I say it's like I believe dreaming and desiring is fun and it makes you happy. Um, and but maybe I give you a little bit more so that you keep doing it. Okay, so let's step a tiny bit back and follow my thought process, if you will, please. Everything is energy, and that's what physics says, and I think Einstein. So everything is energy, which also means we are energy, right? We, people, energy. Yeah, I know. I think also it's a bit hard to wrap my head around that, but we are energy. And energy kind of flows, right? And isn't that how we also describe how we feel? Like things are good, they flow, and then we don't feel so good when things are stuck. So isn't that like stuck energy and flowing energy? There's also the idea, the concept of flow by psychologists, and I'm going to go into it. Csikszentmihalyi. No, can't do it. Just look up flow concept psychology and then help me pronouncing his name. Okay, so he came up with the concept of flow, which is what we also call the zone, where we are focused and we can apply our skills and talents, but we are also a bit challenged. That's flow. When we're stuck, like really, yeah, sometimes I really feel stuck somewhere, stuck energy, right? So we don't feel good. So it's really like we already have that expression. So let our energy flow then. What happens? So in society, there's this idea that, I mean, it's about contribution, right? So humans want to connect. We have hormones, oxytocin, which is really driving us to connect. And this means that we contribute to society, to community, cooperate and support, and so on. There's also a quite good book which is called The Courage of Being Disliked. And it's about the psychologist Adler and his ideas. And he says that serving humanity is giving us purpose, meaning, or both. So we always want to give in a way, right? We want to contribute, we want to serve, we get value from that. And don't we do that best when we flow? Just saying. Okay, so if that's one set, right? So the other idea is, do we do flow when we tap into what we have and where our natural flow goes. So that might be artist, like some artist painting, writing something, or accounting. I mean, for example, I quite like accounting. I don't know. I mean, some people do, some people don't. Some people like numbers. Some people like to work with their hands. And if you let that flow, if you follow that, which is, I mean, dreams and desires can be all kinds of things. Can be that you want to collect cars, or that you want to work with your hands, or that you, I don't know, want to have tea every morning, I don't know, or you want to have a romantic partner. But if you let it flow, if you tap into what you're dreaming and desiring, um, that's kind of guiding your flow. That's where you're flowing. So when you flow, and that's when you bring value best, when you can tap best into your resources, into your talents and skills, and um, your natural gifts. And you want to serve community. We always want to serve community, and we have most value when we flow. Shouldn't we do that? Shouldn't we pursue our dreams and desires? And shouldn't we do that even though these communities and societies tell us or teach us beliefs that kind of limit our assumption that we can achieve those dreams and desires? I hope you could follow me. I know it's a bit of a thought construct. Okay, so the second part of benefits is it's the benefit for ourselves in the way that dreaming and desiring can give us purpose and meaning. Depending on what you believe, there's no meaning. Possibly no purpose. But humans crave it. Humans need to have purpose and meaning. Maybe to justify all the investment we do into living. And anyway, wherever we do it, dreaming and desiring is something long-term. So often we give up something short-term, like Netflix binging, to learn something, maybe how to create a website, and then how to create a business from that, and then run a business, because that's a long-term goal of whatever, earning more money or just having a business, or serving in a certain way. Or giving up the sweetie treat now to be more fit in the long run, and probably that's for mating opportunities, or maybe just for health. Okay, so giving up in the short term, or not doing something, or doing things for the long run, which again gives us the opportunity to be emotionally more stable, because we do have purpose. The long run, the long-term goal gives us purpose. It gives us meaning, so that when things don't go our way, which I think most of the time they do, so most of the time I think they don't go our way, or at least there's always parts which don't go our way, we don't fall into the spiral of negative emotions, of fear and failing, of disappointment, despair, whatever, because we have a long-term purpose. That's a long-term. It's not the short-term, doesn't matter. We learn from that and then we grow. It actually gives us meaning. So if you want to look back for things where you had to achieve, where you had to invest more, didn't like the failing parts actually give it meaning? Like, didn't the achieving become even more meaningful? The suffering, and if you want, become more meaningful because you wanted to achieve that, and that's kind of what you had to do to get there. So that is it. The dreaming and desiring gives us also the purpose to, I want to say, suffer, but to create meaning, to create purpose, to have more stability throughout every day, and not be like a leaf in the wind because something happens and then we are just blown away. But it gives us roots, that we can stand like a tree, like a, what is like a, I want to say some tree, I don't know, a pine tree, something, I want to say like a birch, but I'm not quite sure if the English word and the German word are similar. Like a tree, deeply rooted but bendy in the wind, so that we can adapt without being unrooted. I think that's also quite good happiness concept, where we are safe and secure and can tap into the nervous system, which lets us see abundance, creativity, relax, and digest. Okay, so this was about the benefits of dreaming and desiring. Thanks for staying with me, because if you watch this, you obviously have stayed with me or scrolled here. I know it was a little bit of a thought construct, but maybe you followed it, maybe you agreed, or maybe you disagreed, and now you think about it. I hope you still find benefits in dreaming and desiring. The next video is also the last video, is about how to approach it, like suggestions, how to approach realizing your dreams. Do you realize desires? Reach your desires, achieve your desires. I don't know. Have a happy day.